Oh, hello, glorious denizens of YouTube. Let's talk about stump socks. These are stump socks. They are made for your stump. Stump socks come in different thicknesses, from very, very thin to super duper thick. Usually they come in bags like this, and they are measured in a couple of different ways. First, they are measured by their dimensions. So this one is a 3-inch by 5-inch by 12-inch. And they're also measured in ply, which is the thickness of the sock. Ply, P-L-Y. I have got a huge collection of stump socks. This is a 1-ply sock. You can see it's very thin. This is a 2-ply sock. You can see it's a little bit thicker. This is a 5-ply sock. You can see that it is very thick. Usually the socks have a colored ring sewn around the outside so that you know what size they are. So for example, this brand, the green band means that it's a 2-ply sock. Now that I'm using the pin lock system for my prosthetic, these socks have a hole made in the bottom of them on purpose so that they can be worn with a pin liner prosthetic. Oh, I see you! Socks are used primarily between your socket and your liner to increase the volume inside. Right now I am wearing a 2-ply sock, 2 more ply of sock, and a 5-ply sock. When you first get your amputation, your limb is very swollen, and over time it shrinks. It takes about 6 months to a year for the shrinkage to level out, and in the meantime you want to be walking around on your leg, and so what do you do when your limb shrinks and it is too small for your socket? You use socks to increase the volume in your socket. This temporary leg 2 weeks ago fit me, and now it is way too big. Only a couple weeks later, you can see, without any socks, my leg just flops around. This actually fit 2 weeks ago. In order to make it fit properly, I add socks. Socks are usually color-coded. For this brand, red means 4-ply. These are socks that I cut in half because I'm shrinking faster in the end of my leg than I am up at the top of my leg. Now I wear my prosthetic. And now it fits in there nice and tight. Pretty tight anyway. It's really important if you're a new amputee to use socks to control the volume inside your prosthetic. The reason being is if you don't have enough socks, then you'll notice that you'll sink down more into your prosthetic and you will bottom out on your prosthetic, which means that more weight of your body will be on the bottom of your leg, and that hurts. If you're a recent amputee like me, you will have to add and remove socks all the time. I probably add more socks about every 5 or 10 minutes of walking if I'm doing straight walking. And this amounts to me taking my leg out of my prosthetic and adding socks probably 3 or 4 or 5, maybe even 5 times a day. Of course, since I have to change my socks all the time and add socks, this means that I have to carry a pile of socks around with me. I probably carry around more socks than I need, to be honest. I started out with no ply of sock, and by 2 weeks later I'm already wearing like 7 or 8 ply of sock. Eventually my prosthetist is going to make me a new socket, and that socket will be a lot smaller, and so I won't have to worry about having so many socks. And also, my leg will eventually stabilize, so it won't continue to shrink so rapidly, so I won't have to worry about socks so much then either. As I've said in previous videos, it's important to wash your socks. The package says to wear clean socks every day, but to be honest, I've just been reusing some of my socks because my socks are all between my liner and my socket, and I don't really see the need to wash them every day because they're not really getting dirty. They're not even having any contact with my skin. Okay, YouTube, that's all for now. Bye-bye.